should be less of an asshole in the future. Just putting that out there. Alright, hopefully I've got things working now and have unfucked what I fucked. Hi guys, I'm back. Again. Like it or not, here we are. Our level 12 Centurion. Beaming up to the most beautiful ship in all of space. The Final Frontier. Go to Veranet. Transwarp. Sure. Transwarp me, baby. Good evening to those of you who have joined me. 4:56. I'm still not sure if that's evening or not. But anyone who's east of me is definitely an evening, so I'm going to go with evening.
It looks like we're not the only ones visiting. All this debris has attracted Nausicaan scavengers. Recommend that we clear the area of these pirates while searching for any traces of weapon signatures in the wreck.
Sounds good. Forever from minions to attack. Good evening, Rodma. I'm scanning a derelict freighter. Carrying refugees away from the planet was destroyed trying to make an escape. They shot a ship of refugees. Well, they are the Tal Shiar, after all. Items and scan hydrogen gas. Scan freighters. More freighters over here, okay? Scanning. Scanning. It was carrying supplies, none of which were weapons. And another derelict freighter. Captain traded with most of the colonies. He's a good man. He'd never use his ship for smuggling. Well, that's what I would expect someone to say if they were covering for a smuggler. The Pejos decommissioned military ship, but even so, there are no traces of weapons in the cargo holds. Are we lined up? We are not quite lined up. And it doesn't last long. That's their battleship, I'll have you note. Scan the derelict freighter. Furas was a good ship. Those Nausicaan scum have picked it clean. I can't tell much about what's in the cargo holds, but I'm not detecting any residual signatures of weapon payload.
We didn't find anything unusual on these ships, and I knew we wouldn't. I want to believe her, but she's not the person I know.
I did sunk their battleship.
She's tall, Shi'ar. Still.
We're beaming down to Viranat, which is the colony we were originally on that was destroyed by the Tal Shiar. It's quite alright. If I can get away with bad jokes, you can get away with bad jokes too. To a degree. I don't want open season on me. Search for clues that support Charva's claims. We have a couple of anomalies in the area. Oh, we've got Klingons.
You're one of them, aren't you? We've been looking all over this place for evidence of your terrorist plots, and here you are.
Describing my
showing
humor
up to
as
dispose
humor
of the
is
evidence
a bit of a
we're
stretch.
here to find. I'm placing you under arrest. Resist, and I'll have to use force. I hope you resist.
Good luck with that. Better luck next time, Klingon dog. Oh, wait. There won't be a next time, because he's dead. Lots of Klingon dogs around. Call me a terrorist again, you Klingon punks. Bugs, Mr. Rico. Zillions of them. Any major race that is not playable or represented in this? I don't think so. I can't think of any. Playable races are humans, Klingons, Romulans, and Jem'Hadar. I think those are the primary four. I'm not positive about Andorans and Bolians. Also, you can also play an alien, which is a design it yourself. Basically, they've got all kinds of sliders that you can move and make a very wide array of critters. Most of whom suffer from what I have referred to ever since Star Trek The Next Generation occurred as FFS. That's funny forehead syndrome. As that seemed to be that generally everything that was humanoid looked like a human with a funny forehead. Cardassian's definitely available. I'm just trying to remember the ones I came up with were the ones that had their own expansions, right? Klingons and Federation were available initially. When we finish up this mission, I'll pop back to character creation and you can see all the things that are available. What am I shooting there? I'm shooting that? Oh, the hive. Well, I'll let my friends deal with the humanoids while I shoot a hive. Also, the Cardassian ships are in, and a couple of Bajoran ships. A lot of times, there's no shortage of various types of ships available. And I think most of the races are available. Just thinking you might in the future perhaps play Cardassian storyline. I don't think there's a Cardassian storyline. As close as they get to that, I think there are some stories that take you to Cardassia. What do we have? Oh, I got clickies. There are basically, well, I was going to say there are 4 main storylines, but that's not true. At launch, there was Human and Klingon. Then they had the Romulan expansion, which also included Remans. And later they brought in the Jem'Hadar expansion. So those, in essence, those are the starting experiences. But they've also added, because inevitably it's Star Trek, they've got to fall back on freaking time travel. There are at least 2 periods, chronologically speaking, for the Federation that have different play storylines, at least for a while. For instance, there is you can create a character that's an original series character, and the uniforms are appropriate, and so on. Soft spot for the Cardassians due to the excellent characters and actors that portrayed them in DS9. Certainly I was a fan of the Tailor, the simple Tailor. Yes, Garrick. Obviously just a tailor. An over-engineered water pump. Everyone's still with me? What are you guys focusing on? What are you guys worked up over? What are you aiming at? Oh. More clingies. Andrew Robinson played him, if you're familiar. Andrew Robinson also played the bad guy in the first Dirty Harry movie, and also played the father, and then the father's skin taken over by somebody else in Hellraiser, the first Hellraiser. I always liked that it felt like a less pristine version of the Federation. That Roddenberry's future fantasy, especially as it came out in Next Gen, was a bit too much. Oh, got more anomalies over here. Also, in keeping with my opinion of Roddenberry, his inclusion
They'll pay for what they have done to our colony.
Of Wesley was unforgivable. There was no place for a kid in what is an adult science fiction show. Do not watch such movies. Which such movies would that be? Oh, Dirty Harry and Hellraiser. Well, Hellraiser is a horror movie, and Dirty Harry is a period piece. Really. Original Dirty Harry had to be something like 68, I'm guessing? 70? Saw it when you were 10-ish. That's 3 out of 5. Oh, look. More Klingons. They're not having, for a boastful warrior people, they're just not very... Oh. even when they come in from behind, they're still not very impressive. Oh. And we get a heal off on Blade. Oh, come on. I got the heal off on her in time. That was crap. Okay, Satra. Got a heal. Where's Satra? Or whoever went down. Lade. Where's Lade? Oh, Lade's getting healed. I didn't get Lade. In time. Now, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a genuine classic. I would certainly say the best of the spaghetti westerns. Sergio Leone's For a Fistful of Dollars, a few dollars more, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is definitely the best of the bunch. Alright, that's 4 out of 5. Come on, everyone. Stay together. Ah, the bathroom scene and the ending. Yeah, well, they're both pretty memorable. If you're going to kill somebody, if you're going to shoot, just shoot. Don't talk. And then, of course, the great shootout. Examine a helmet.
DeVex's old helmet. Reminds me of better times.
Collection of Maori's documents from his home. Flipping through these, you can see he was collecting information about the defenses of other Romulan colonies, and he was in contact with Datan. There are several messages here from him. The Maori knew Datan, and he was gathering information on other colonies. Consult bridge officer. Something strange is going on here. All those search teams were looking for the same things we were. I can tell from the reports that we collected that they were going to rendezvous at a location up ahead. If we go there, maybe we can find other search teams and see if they found any evidence of terrorist actions. You need to get to bed, leave the lurk on, come back and rewatch this so you can follow along with the story. All right, well, thank you for hanging for a bit. Get a good night's sleep. I appreciate the lurk. I'll catch you next time. Hopefully. More clinks. Oh. Yes, I love running up to talk to one and then getting caught in all the crossfire from all of them. That will be awesome. Romulan captain. We have Klingons and Romulans? Seems unlikely.
So, you're the terrorist. I allied with the Klingon Empire because they promised me the opportunity to find people like you.
I'm not a
People
terrorist.
willing
Someone
to
is feeding you
hurt
false
innocent-
information.
Of course you are. My teams didn't find the weapons that were here, but this colony has been empty for weeks. You
The
had
only person who will be
ample
hurt here
time
is
to
you.
hide.
Start with him. I have to say that Lade is doing a great job of pissing people off because they keep shooting at her. She's unconscious again. Alright, where's Lade? Lade. Boop, 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 boopity boop, boop. We'll talk to the captain in a minute after we get the far more important crafting materials scan. It's not really important. I just can't stop myself. It's part of my nature. And also to grab loot that I know is of no actual use. Trixie and bubble juice. I'm trying to cut down. I've been having too much bubble juice lately.
Enough! Enough! I yield! Do with me what you will.
Good. I would prefer not to kill an ally.
Surprising words coming from a terrorist.
I'm no more terrorist than you are. I think we're both being
That
manipulated.
makes a surprising amount of sense. A contact that I thought I could trust told
That was
me
my
there
conclusion as
evidence
well.
of
We
terrorism,
should be allies,
and
not
I
enemies.
agree. Whoever set up this little charade is probably...
Beam us up, and hopefully we will blow them into atoms, or perhaps even smaller subatomic particles. Contacted Charvin. She says she's en route to the coordinates. Maybe she'll have an explanation for why we didn't find anything on Viranat to support the Tal Shiar's claim.
Enemy ship on sensors.
Hail, enemy sheep.
How disappointing to see you alive. I am Commander Talum of the IRW Ishe, and you seem to have a talent for sniffing out Tal Shiar.
Another Romulan Republic
I
terrorist.
thought
Perhaps this is
sending
for the best.
another
Now I can take
Romulan
both of your
Republic
bodies back to
terrorist take
Colonel
you out would
Haki.
take care of two problems at once.
I don't enjoy being played for a fool.
Target's shields have failed.
Take care of the Tavaros first, and then we'll turn our attention. Looks like a Moragu or a Mogai. Or in this case, it looks more like a former ship. No. Oh, there we go. We got it in time. Oh, it's a Dideradex. Okay. It's going reasonably well. They just never learn. They attack me despite the fact that I'm flying the most beautiful ship in the game.
I am impressed by your martial prowess. You would have made an excellent warrior. I wish you had chosen to work with the Klingon Defense Force instead of Starfleet. Regardless, I am glad we can both serve the greater good.
Thanks. And we've got a couple of completed... Ooh, I bet I'm going to level. I failed. I failed to treat stomach pain. My doctor evidently can't prescribe antacids. Now, if I'd succeeded on both of them, I would have leveled. But I didn't. Charva.
I picked up a transmission from an attack group in this direction. It sounded like you must have uncovered something significant enough to warrant an armed response.
No weapons, no proof,
What
nothing
did you
but
find?
old memories and lies.
That can't be.
I assure you it is. In fact, we were ambushed.
Are you suggesting I had something to do with it? Why would I? I have nothing to gain.
No,
I
nobody.
know my information.
Very well.
didn't-
Let's depart the system. She's betraying us. Perhaps not knowingly, but nonetheless. Nonetheless. So the reverse of nonetheless would be some the more?
Excellent work. I'm not surprised that you did not find any weapons on Viranat.
Thank
While
you.
the Romulan Republic has contacts with most of the colony worlds,
Well,
we're
this will
not
definitely
using them
level
to fight
me.
a war.
Might even get me
We're
2. I
encouraging
might go
them
from
to see
12
the truth
to
and
14.
join our cause. Nonetheless,
Time is short.
Congratulations.
12 to 14. These are unlocked
Greetings.
now? Oh,
Given what you've discovered at Chaltok and Viranot, we need to widen our investigation.
Jarva gave some new
Republic
leads
ships have gone missing.
regarding
We
Tovan's
can't
sister
afford
Rinna.
these sort of losses. We need you to look. While I appreciate the personal nature of your attempt to find Rinna Kev, you need to focus on the big picture. Our
Time is short. What?
Yeah, I need to focus on the big picture. I can hear lips flapping, but nothing but noise coming out. Okay, that gets us to here. Hangar pets. No, here. Maximum sector space travel speed or transwarp abilities recharging. Maximum sector speed, I think. Alright, we are off to the MEMPA system. Transwarp. Begin the bigger picture. Okay, anytime now. Again. I hope everyone's, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Is going well. Had to double think. One of the things about being retired is occasionally you can gain or lose a day of the week if you're not paying attention. I do so occasionally. I do not believe I've ever lost more than a single day forward or back. I've been off by one a couple of times.
We've arrived at the source of the distress signal. Scanning the area now.
Any ships in the area? Let me go ahead and launch just in case. A Cardassian vessel is dead ahead, sir. It is surrounded by a field of subspace distortion, and I'm reading a spike in the ship's Tetrion emissions.
The ship is badly... Sir, there's no sign of a...
Alright, well,
By default, the R key will set either full throttle or full...
yes, I know, thank you. Is it a derelict? Why does that keep breaking up in the middle? Weird. Ship appears to have sustained damage, but not enough to disable primary functions or life support. There's a hull breach, but emergency force fields in place. The ship appears to be deserted, but even at this range, I can't be certain.
Cardassians use a recursive encryption algorithm to protect their data from unauthorized access. We'd have to be on their bridge to tap into their systems.
Then that's what we'll
We
do.
have no idea what happened to this ship.
Republic ships may have
Could be
suffered the
putting
same
ourselves
fate.
at
We need to
risk.
investigate.
It's your call.
Yes, it is my
But
call.
If
I'm
you're
the
going
captain.
over to that ship, then I'm coming with you. Interesting. No visible damage. Why would they abandon the ship? The bridge appears operational, but where's the crew?
We need to know what happened here. We don't actually have a voice in the game. Scan for life signs and check the security logs.
No other life signs detected. We're alone.
Check the recent log activity. They didn't vanish without a trace.
Here's something odd. There are no corpses on this ship.
According to the logs, they were attacked.
The ship description fits what we've seen of the Alachi. Several security logs were accessed recently. think you're going to want to see this. The security recording is from 3 days ago.
That looked like a subspace
Whatever it
rift.
is, it explains why there aren't any corpses.
Are there any more recordings? There are no corpses because they ate
One
the
more.
bodies.
Pulling
Just
it up
kidding.
now.
Dude's got big feet. Were they able to identify their attackers?
Wait. That noise. Several ships are on approach and requesting status. Sir, they're Cardassian.
RRW super macroscope, sorry. Transport us back to the bridge, and probably they won't. Oh, they can. Okay, thanks. We'll relaunch her. The Cardassians scanned the derelict ship. They want to talk to you. I'm sure they do.
You'll pay for your interference.
Carry an order of reprisal signed by Empress Stella authorizing us to seize and detain Republic vessels. Ah, that's actually not an order of reprisal. That's a letter of marque. I suggest you view this offer as a generous opportunity to save your crew.
That is unfortunate.
Cardassian fool,
Your
no wonder the
ship would
Dominion
be
abandoned
worth
you.
far
Oh,
more undamaged.
smack talk. It is
Two
a
more waves are approaching the system.
Galore.
Recommend a defensive posture with power to shields.
You can distribute more power to shields to take a
Thanks, but no, I would rather have the offensive power. Thank you. Nice of you to ask. Everyone attack him, please. Everyone, thank you. Remember, did I change Why am I not using that? Because I'm in the dope. Cloaking device is ready. We may be able to catch the next group by surprise. Oh, fine. We'll cloak then. I mean, you know, we're supposed to do that. All right, out we come. He blew up in a most satisfying fashion. An awful lot of things, they don't do so well once their shields fail.
Your ship will be a trophy for the true way.
Kelvin class.
The true way will avenge us.
That will be nice for you then, won't it? When you're avenged. Review situation report. I it seems excellent thinking. Let me know if you hear anything.
The Cardassians were unaware of what had happened to their missing vessel.
Scuttled the ship. That seems harsh. We'll go by this first. The hydrazine gas. We'll grab that. I just can't help myself. God, this thing, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And man, does it turn like a goddamn boat. Which technically it is.
Based on what you've learned, it seems that your next
The
stage
Donatu
is the
system
beta
is located
quadrant.
in the beta quadrant.
According to new intel, Sela has started paying
Follow the
privateers
true way
to
out of the
capture or
system.
destroy.
What a ship. It's gorgeous. Investigate the Donato system. We'll transwarp there. At faster than warp speed. Transwarp. We've got non-warp, warp, transwarp. Continue the bigger picture. I should check on Reddit. Well, check on the internet, actually, more generally, and see if there's a specific reason why I'm having these really long loading times getting into missions, because it shouldn't be on my end. I've got an SSD. It's not like I'm coming off a 8-inch floppy drive. I never actually had an 8-inch floppy drive. Friends did. I did have a couple of 5 1/4-inch floppy drives. A magnetic field is surrounding a large concentration of asteroids. I've run a sweep for Republic transponders, but either the Cardassians removed it, or there's too much interference. We'll investigate the Cardassian satellite. Tovan Kev, give me a tactical analysis. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. We'll approach.
Recommend we stay cloaked as we approach the station, sir.
Well, we'll stay cloaked then, but, our baby ships won't. Scan the satellite. In addition to magnetic interference, the Cardassians have mined the asteroid field ahead with defensive turrets. We may be able to access the satellite's programming, but there's a chance that if we do, we'll alert the Cardassians. I successfully accessed the control layer within the satellite's operational outline. The satellite is sending commands to several nearby defensive turrets. We may be able to insert a malicious command. What is your command? Science as a science commander. The new programming outline has been successfully uploaded. I just manually, very quickly, wrote up a little virus, to take care of things. We'll begin
If we avoid
assault.
the magnetic flux energy, we should be able to remain cloaked as we approach the station.
Are my ships shooting at things? I bet they are. Where are we trying to go? All the way back there. Okay. Oh, we get to... lovely. We get to do it at no speed. Oh, we've got... No. Yeah, no speed. We're at top speed. It's just not that fast. Because we don't have access to full impulse. Because of magic purple gas. I occasionally, have magic purple gas myself. Republic Delon Warbird in there. 22 kilometers away. Hideki class. Looks like one of my little baby ships got blown up. Don't worry. We can make more. Couple of Hideki classes. Assault the Cardassian station. I'm working on it. That must be the station. I couldn't even see it before. We're getting closer. We're within range of the station. We should take out the turrets. Hideki. 2 Hideki. 3 Hideki. 4. Oh, sorry, there's 5. Yeah, I didn't have that. Still more Hideki, they just keep coming. We've crippled the station defenses.
Your brazen attack on this station is further proof that the Romulan Republic is nothing more than a terrorist cabal.
Yes, that's
We've
us.
contacted the legitimate Romulan
Is
government.
it just me?
And
The
alerted them
Cardassians,
to
it
your
always
presence.
looks like the little thing
Any
on their
further
forehead
acts
looked
of
like
terror against this
you could
station
like
or
peel
any
it off and
Cardassian
open up
citizen
and then
will
take
be
a nice
met
big
with
drink
deadly
from
force.
the brain. Release the Republic ship and her crew.
Your ignorance of Cardassian history is insulting. We do not listen to demands.
Get me a location for the
We
Romulan
give.
crew. Crew's being held in the detention area. Make deflector modifications. Because that's the kind of thing that they can do just, you know. Wiggledy-piggledy. Hail the Republic crew.
I assume we can thank you for our escape.
Warp over the
Before
flotilla
you
as soon as you
transport-
can. We'll cover you. Protect the Republic ship. Where is it? I can't even see it. There it is. There it was, is what I meant to say.
Power restored. Preparing to warp out of the system.
That's a space station. This is my ship. That's a cute little station you've got. Where'd the ship go? Did our ship leave yet? Did our friendly ship leave? Are they friendly ships? Protect the Republic ship? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, these are my frigates. Oh, there it is. And there it goes. We'll depart the system. Ciao!
Excellent. I hope that your new starship has performed to your satisfaction.
It
Now
has.
that we know about Sila's attempts to capture our ships, we'll order our commanders to exercise
warhead
additional caution
yield,
in territory near two-way space,
cannon
or with other groups
weapons,
that might try their hand at
torpedo
privateering.
weapons,
I have received some new intelligence
beam
from our allies that
weapons,
may be of use
beam
to
pistol.
us.
No, no.
Expect to hear from me
We'll
shortly.
go with the tactical yield. Increase the
Time is short.
Congratulations.
That's level 15. Crafting tutorial packet reward. New officer. I need another engineering officer. This one will be Romulan. Her name is Novama. I don't think her first name is Barack. No, Ronra is her name, evidently. Smash and grab is the next quest. Let's see, we still have... Oh, we also have a ground point. So we have a space point and a ground point. And the ground point. Into kits. Next up, we have to go to Kinkutanza system. Seriously, that's the name. It's not my fault. It's evidently it is the name. Let's see if we've gotten lots of new stuff. That is a Tier 3 photon torpedo. We currently have a Tier 4 in the front. We will look at selling that. Vulcan spiced tea. It's okay, but I prefer Romulan spiced tea. That'll go there instead. That'll go there. Don't mind me. I'm just messing around with things. Trixian bubble juice, the best kind. Nobody does bubble juice quite like the Trixians, I have to say. These appear to be better engines. Upgrade. Tier 3 phaser beam array, not as good. And we've got phasers. We still have the plasma turret and back. Tier 4 blue quality. That will need to get filed into the bank. That is a shield Mark 4. Considering my current shield is a 2, 4 is better than 2. Most of you maybe didn't get the message. Lade was getting downed a lot. Let's oh, she doesn't have any armor. That might be part of the problem. She can have some really nice armor. And I'm going to take the really better armor. Mine's reinforced durnium. I don't think anyone's going to have better than that. I have no idea what that is. For shields. My shields are much better. So... Tovan Kev can get some nice tier 4s now. I like to share, you know, with my friends who are also my crew, to be completely transparent. Shield regeneration rate. Pardon me a sec, I'm gonna kit up. Shield regeneration rate, starship control expertise. I think I'd rather have the shield. Thank you. That is Tier 3 Plasma Beam Array. We currently have phasers, photons, phasers, and plasmas, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and put that there. And we'll hold this down here in case we choose to swap it back later. That goes there. Tier 3s. Those are not going to be as good as our current shield array. More maximum capacity. Less regen. The regen is about 4 seconds worth. We'll stick with the one we've got. Tactical warhead. Let's see. That's the universal, and this is 5% beam weapon damage. We'll put in the 7.5% tactical warhead kabloomies. That's a personal shield Mark IV, and that can go... Hyven. Hiven. It's Hiven. Sorry, I went with Hyven, I know. It was wrong. I feel shame. I'm over it. And that is Photons 3, right? Okay, so we're ready to go now. Our ground gear is still pretty messed up weapon-wise, but that's fine. It's fine. We're ready to go. Begin smash and grab. The story stuff is significantly better than... I'm skipping through it because I've done it a number of times before, and I don't want to talk at you for half of a 2-hour stream or more reading the dialogue or listening to them read the dialogue. There's a weird beeping noise coming from the courtyard of my condo complex. The window is open because it's a lovely day out, and so getting some fresh air seemed like a good idea. I was supposed to reach 77 today, which would be 24, I think? 25. Yeah, 25.
We've located the transports that are carrying the prisoners. And Charva's intel isn't exactly accurate. She told us they were going to be tall Shi'ar ships, but they're Cardassian. And lightly guarded, they have combat-ready escorts. We'll need to defeat the escorts and disable the transport vessels. Then we can board and start looking for my sister.
Yeah. Your sister. It's always about your sister. Can I not scan the hydrazine? There we are. Up the 7-kilometer range for that. Only 6. Hydrazine gas, just like Mom used to make.
Target's shields have failed.
How about beam fire at will? Hitting take, why don't you let me kill him? Now we're gonna hit the Galor class. Wow, that was a quality deletion. I can't believe these guys are still fighting me after seeing what I just did to the flagship of their little fleet here. Scan the hexafluorine? I don't think they'll let me yet, because I need to disable everything. That's the target that's about to.
Reinforcements inbound!
Scan the hexafluorine gas real fast.
Warning, ship is under attack.
That's it for him. Goodbye. Board the transports.
That's the last of them.
Let's board the transports. Here we go, guys. Keep it together. Everyone stay frosty. We can't let even one of those things in here. Movie reference. Come on, Cryptic. Can we move it? I gotta say, I kind of missed the April Fool's joke from yesterday. If you weren't around for it, evidently every year on April Fool's, either I wasn't aware of this or I never noticed in the past when I was playing. They have a feature, by default it's turned on. You can turn it off if you want to, but they replace a bunch of the noises, various game-based noises, the boops, beeps, ka-choos, kabooms, with people making noises with their mouths. Presumably employees. Okay. Hey, that guy's name is Gil. Pick up the loot. Duty officer mission has completed. We have audited the application credentials of a geologist successfully. Little energy credits, expertise, science XP, and dilithium ore. Where are we at in dilithium ore right now? I'm mildly curious. Well, we are now over 5,000. I believe the limit is 8,000 per day. They have an exchange where you can turn the dilithium in for Zen, the real money currency. But it has back-ordered something like 6 months?
There are
9
faint
months?
life signs up ahead. One of them could be Rena. Let's check our fire.
Yeah, I'm going to check my fire all right, because I'm going to shoot at people. Yep, I'm checking my fire. I'm firing. I checked it. Believe me, I was firing. Alright, we need to check the sides here. Go first. Scan the compartment. Boopity boop, boopity boop. Nobody here. Scan the compartment. Boopity doop, boop, boopity doop. See, I have to do the sounds now, instead of having them professionally recorded, if not professionally performed. Doop, doop, gee, gee, gee. Access the ship's computer. They're all running Windows. Even the Cardassians are running Windows. Target Lotta. Try to heal her. The interface for picking up stuff is just so dated. Oh, I got trionium gas here. They just have trionium gas just sitting there. Just sitting on the deck. They can't even be bothered to clean up after themselves. My God. Savages. USB-B port.
Perhaps the Tal Shiar knew the Cardassians took this convoy and sent us here to fight them. No matter who survived, us or the True Way, either way, the Tal Shiar wins.
Makes sense. That's how the Tal Shiar operate.
The Tal Shiar led us into a trap. Again. I'm tired of being lied to. Being tricked.
Well, maybe if you weren't quite so gullible.
The self-destruct on this ship is still active. Let's set it before we beam over to the next one and look for Rena there.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Green smoke. I'm pretty sure that means that Nicolas Cage neutralized all the chemical weapons. That's a movie reference. Your ship is to be part of the convoy sent to Pykenis sector block. Your orders are to ambush any Romulan ships that you can overwhelm easily and acquire their cloaking technology.
There isn't any data on prisoners here. It's just cargo and soldiers. I don't understand why Charva would send us here. Was she trying to get us killed?
Don't worry, we'll find Rena. We've just got to figure all this out. Gosh, yes. We just need to figure everything out. It's disabled. We need to manually overload the warp core. I got an idea. How about instead we just beam back to our ship and blow this fucking thing up? That would work. We've got these, like, torpedoes over there. They're really cool. And we can just, you know, shoot them. And that would be that. Really not any need for us to, you know, manually set the self-destruct. That simply strikes me as dumb. Because first of all, we have to fight and presumably murder a bunch of the crew. And then blow up their ship, which will kill any of their crew that we didn't already kill. We could do the exact same thing by just blowing them up.
I can't believe Charva would lie about Rena being on one of these ships. You used to be so close.
Yeah, you used to be so close. You and your sweetheart. Making the sign of the eight-legged crab. I'm sure it was great. The beast with two backs, as it's sometimes known. End up dead the same way. We need to destroy the warp core monitors. Right, there's one. Presumably two. No, there's four. Ah. Way to go, Tovan Kev, leaping up there to kick it. He's enthusiastic. I'll give him that. He's not the sharpest brick in the pile. Alright, they've got lots and lots of explosives. Maybe we all shouldn't be shooting in here. Detecting an energy buildup ahead of us in what appears to be another cargo hold. Recommend we investigate before we head to the bridge. Yeah, an energy buildup in a ship filled with explosives. That seems like a real good idea you're having there. I was going to say ensign, but in fact I'm going to make you a private because we're going to make you join the damned army. I'm creating a smoke screen. Oh, I didn't see him or her there.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Synthale. Nothing like non-alcoholic alcohol. Or as we Americans call it, Coors. I kid, of course. I tell you, Lade keeps getting herself in trouble, and I don't get my heels off in time to her. Lade. She's feeling much better now. Yeah, this is definitely an ideal place to hold a big fight with beam weapons. A cargo bay filled with explosives. And once again, we get to load. You could win the Duderstadt Miracle Worker Science Spearhead Tier 6 ship from the last generation lockbox. I've opened a couple hundred lockboxes in my time. I used to use my 500 Zen stipend a month to save up and buy when they were
More
on
escort
sale.
ships inbound on an attack vector.
Never got the top end ship, not even once, except as gifts from a friend. Thank you, Nam. What is attacking me? Oh, over there. Hi. So unfortunate. How about I make it go away and prep like that? Whatever the hell that thing is, it is really freaking. Ah, it's the gravitic lance. We will hail Jarva after we launch our second batch of frigates, just to be safe, you know.
I provided the convoy's coordinates as a gesture of good faith. I remember how close Tovan was to his sister. Rina was my friend, too. Although she's committed crimes against the Romulan Star Empire, I'm willing to give her and you another chance.
That's sweet.
How could you lie to us again? Lead us into another trap. And you use Rena to do it.
The Tal Shiar moves prisoners all the time. Sometimes it's for security reasons.
Let's leave the system. We did what we could. Toga and Kev. Rina is not to be found. Yet. Maybe someday.
We put word out that Tovan's sister is still missing.
Hey, I got
I'll
an
let
idea.
you know
How
if we
about
hear anything. Keep talking to Charva. It's clear now she's playing some sort of game. But we can get ahead of this if you and Tovan keep her distracted. Anything that will give us an upper hand with the Tal Shar will help our cause.
Current is a tier 3 green quality. I'll take the tier 4 blue quality.
Time is short. Congratulations.
And another level, that's level 16. We'll equip our brand new impulse engines.
If you want proof, then I'll provide it. I'm transmitting several classified Tal Shiar files to your ship now. Read through them, analyze them yourself, and then you'll see the truth. Ditan and his kind are terrorists.
Now, I was looking at the other stuff that just dropped. Let's see. Tier 3 phasers, personal shield. No. Not as good. No. I personally really enjoy mind play, but if I've got a ship that has can dump plasma, I don't really need the mines. The plasma can do a lot of the same things, maybe even better. Bajoran MOBA fruit. Just like Mom used to make? I think I needed Synthale for one of the duty officer quests. I need to, yes. Go to my Starship Bridge, seriously. There are a few quests they've sort of tossed into the game where you have to go to your bridge or go to your ready room, access the ship's library files. All right. Decipher Tal Shiar files. Chaltok intelligence, Viranet intelligence, Kinkutanza. Viranet. Ditan smuggled large number of crates into Viranet. Check the statements against the ship's library. Examine the weapons discrepancy. Determined to be carrying weapons meant to be used. No. Medical supplies. Status of ships. Change wording of the original Tal Shiar. Check agricultural exports. Check medical supplies. Check status. Change wording to medical supplies. They're not in line with that. Change wording. That one's correct. Examine the medical supplies. Basically, you can read through this as some sort of puzzle, or you can just guess, and it's probably going to be faster. Except I keep screwing it up because I don't remember what the answers are, because it's been so long. We're determined to be carrying weapons meant to be used by the inhabitants of Viranet. Change medical supplies to agricultural tools. Change ship parts. There we go. And all three of them are like this. They're meant to be puzzles, but they take more time to figure out as puzzles than they do simply. Being held for Ditan, sold to Ditan. Being held for Ditan. Stolen from Romulan. Nope, not that. Alright. There we we go. Nope, that wasn't it.
Captain, we're getting two different stories here. One from Charva, and one from these documents.
Go to the Drozana station. Drozana, Drozana. Sorry, I apologize for that. Leave the ship interior. You almost never have to go into the ship interior for anything. They sell bridges in the real money store, but I don't know anyone who would actually, you know, transwarp. Buy one. You spend so little time in it. I mean, unless you're doing roleplay. Especially if you're doing it with, like, friends. Something along those lines. Because they're so seldom used. Kind of a cryptic specialty is doing something. It seems like it should be cool, and they just don't do enough with it. What do we got? Alright, that is one of those ships that turns into like a jellyfish. That's a fed of some flavor.
Welcome to Drozana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave. And a few...
Drozana Station. Sorry about singing Rosanna at you. That was uncalled for. You don't deserve Toto in the middle of the night. You've done nothing to deserve that. Find Commander Talmera on Drozana Station observation deck. Over there, right? That's another player.
Was there something you needed?
Can I get your opinion on some Tal Shiar files?
Tal Shiar files? I'm sure there's a good story behind how you came into possession of these. Let's see what you have.
Here are the files. What do you think?
What sort of information do you need? Personally, I'd regard anything given to you by a Tal Shiar operative with suspicion. They are masters of misinformation and misdirection.
I need to fact-check these documents. Some of the information doesn't even belong.
We can do that. Show me what you have. I've seen some interesting works of fiction, but nothing that compares to this. Deton and Lortrix working together? On a Riemann mining colony? Huh, I don't think so. Can you see Deton in a dilithium mine? And Lortrix was storing weapons for Deton? Why? There have to be better places we can stash supplies. According to my records, Deton was in contact with the Clint. I think the Tal Shiar are conducting quite an effective smear campaign. We can do that.
Here's the
Show me what I'm detecting several abnormalities. Here's what we know and can confirm from our files. I'm not saying that Deton is a complete innocent. None of us are.
I am.
The political information could be used to sway decisions in our
I am as pure
favor.
as the driven snow,
The
which
ship part
is a
and water
phrase I never really
reclamation
understand.
equipment were smuggled
I mean, if you
illegally.
drive on
But
snow,
you have to look
it's
at
not
the
that pure.
intent behind Deton's
Yes, I know,
actions.
snow drifts.
He's trying to help
Driven
people,
snow.
not tear them down. We can do that.
Share the
Show me what you have. and what
Kinkutaza,
part-
Tanza.
Huh. I didn't realize that the Tal Shiar had transferred prisoners to the Kinkuthanza system penal colony. Probably because there isn't a penal colony in the Kinkuthanza system. That's not the only. Here's what I know. Most Tal Shiar prisoners fall off. Did Deton know about the... We can do that.
What do you make of all this?
We're fighting for our independence and the future of the Romulan race.
Thank you for
Captain, Charva's convinced that these files are genuine. She wouldn't be pushing us this hard otherwise. If we contact her and say we're ready...
I hit 16 and I didn't give myself another skill point. I feel shame. So one more and we get to increase our hanger weaponry. I think so. And we will choose hanger weaponry. Additional 10% damage from our pets. Contact Charva from Drozana Station. Oh, I guess I do that. Is that long distance? Do I have to pay for this? The Phoenix prize pack is. I had forgotten about that. I have received a Phoenix prize pack. I wonder what that is. It's a box. Every once in a while they have the Phoenix event going. You can get one free box a day, but also you can buy them for dilithium, I think. And what can you get in them? Well, there's like 4 or 5 different tiers of prizes inside, and each prize has the availability to be turned into other things. There's a green prize, blue prize, purple prize, and gold prize, something like that. 4 tiers, 5 tiers, yeah. But anyway, here we go. 4. That's the second prize, and so there are 5. That's the second least impressive. So let's see. Yeah, it's the epic are the purples, ultra rare are the yellows, very rare. So we got the very rare, which is the most common. No, rare is. So we got the blue quality. This is the green quality. There's some tribbles you can get, some individual character weapons, emotes, ship emotes. In the very rare, which is what? No, I just got the epic, ultra rare, very rare. I just got the rare. Okay, yeah, I got the rare. Then there's the very rare. Obviously, I didn't get, including some cool duty officers, costumes, ship upgrades. The ultra rare, which are blurple quality weapons, some cool consoles, and then there's the epics, which are all purple quality special requisition packs or ships. Your choice. Thanks, Grim. That was nice.
I wasn't expecting to hear from you so soon.
I'm ready.
Are you
to
ready
join
to
you
join? I
Tal
take it that
Shiar.
everything I provide. That's a fair.
Not really. We're not really joining. We just need to talk to her. Back to Commander Talmera.
Was there something you needed?
Do you know anything about the Aja system?
It's remote and has little strategic value. If you're planning some shore leave after this is over, I'd suggest you go to Ryza instead.
Good call.
I can tell you, you're probably flying into a trap.
Yeah.
The Tal Shiar invests a great deal of time and effort. Just, that won't be too difficult. You've made a lot of friends.
Alright, we've talked to her. Transwarping to the Beta Quadrant. Boop, 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 boop. Continue RSVP. Réponds, s'il vous plaît. Pardon the yawn. I'm an old man. Been a rough day. I woke up, made lunch, surfed the web, played computer games, made dinner, streamed. A full day. And I'm just exhausted. It's just so tiring, the whole thing. Not really.
Captain, we're detecting another ship in the system. It's Charva's ship, the IRW Aethra. They're signaling to us that Charva has
The
already beamed over to the listening
Urethra?
post, and that you and I should join her.
Yeah, we're gonna join her over on the freaking listening post. Let's go. So they brought Nicole DeBoer back. I never actually saw her when she was in the Star Trek.
I hope we're able to make Charva see reason.
She was a looker.
She doesn't seem willing to accept that Tal Shiar is at the root of many...
Hello, Charva.
I am so glad to hear that you are
Well, then I would
considering
like to
my
work more
offer of
closely with you,
joining
but
the
first,
Tal Shiar.
I need to go over some of this
There,
data
I
with you.
cannot blame you for wanting to do your due diligence.
Of course not. Pardon me. Again, they're just leaving Tritanium ore sitting on the deck. I mean, this stuff's valuable.
This cannot be right.
What can't be right?
It appears as if some of the information that was included in the report I gave
Yeah,
you.
we should
does
check
not-
another file. Why don't you check another file, since I know it's that the ones you gave us were all broken in the first place. And now I can see the recorded evidence. Wait, no.
But I thought...
What's wrong?
These recordings don't line up with the report either. What's going on here?
We still have one more file to check. All of her deeply felt beliefs being proven to be lies. I'm sure she'll take it well. What do we find this time? You've been lied to again.
Has this file been tampered with?
What do you
This
mean?
is the same story as the others. This evidence doesn't match the report I shared with you. You knew about this, didn't you? That's why you had me look at these files.
I promise you, I didn't change anything. Were you expecting someone else to join us? No. Weren't you?
We were sent here by Commander Morris to take you into custody. You are accused of undermining the Romulan Empire and crimes unbefitting of a Romulan.
Oh.
Tovan Kev, you are accused of aiding a known fugitive and conspiring...
I'm not going anywhere with you. All kinds of them. That's not good. I'll heal myself. They actually knocked me back. Oh my god. And this may get me stuck. No, I got out. Okay, that's good. Let me get you a little cover here and heal up. There we go. Shields are back. See, Charva, you tried to bring us on, and instead they
We need to get out of here and return to our ship before the Tal Shiar send any more troops down here. They thought I was going to just give up.
when I've got this incredibly big, powerful, beautiful ship under my contrand. That's a portmanteau of control and command. You have contrand. Contrand or control?
I've been informed by my Tal Shiar superiors that you and Charva are now to be considered enemies of the state.
Oh.
My orders are to apprehend you, alive if possible, but dead will work almost as well. Surrender, and I will be merciful to your crew.
Sure you will. I just bet. Dideradex. The original sexy Romulan. Oh, okay. That's a lot more ships than I was expecting.
If you insist, how about a fleet of Tal Shiar warships? Will that convince you to surrender? Think of your crew. Spare them the pain and suffering this meaningless gesture will cause.
You didn't think I'd show up here alone, did you? This is dicey. And we deleted that Dideradex.
Captain, Subcommander Nadell is commanding the RRW Dehu. She has requested we transport Charva aboard so she can be taken to the proper authorities.
Well, it was a little dicey there, but we survived. Beam Charva aboard.
Welcome aboard. Is this the Tal Shiar prisoner?
This is Charva. I assume you
This
want her
way,
in the brig.
please. I'll leave you to it.
I didn't think I saw... I'm sorry it's come to this, Charva. I didn't think I saw a toilet in there. I saw a toilet in there. I hope you can see now.
No. They're doing what they can for our people. I was the one who failed to live up to their expectations.
Yes, definitely.
And you were the one who steered me wrong. Just like Datan has done to you.
Yes, that's exactly the way it's happening. I'm sorry you feel that way. Time to go, Togan. Your former squeeze baby there
Captain,
is...
Charva was a close friend, and we couldn't even convince her of our cause. We need to find something substantial to expose the Tal Shiar.
I'm afraid you might be right. I'm used to you being wrong, and it bothers me that you might be
Charva's
right.
alive, but I expect she's going to face a lot of questions from intelligence. But if we couldn't change her mind, what...
I was impaled on that satellite. It was uncomfortable.
You've done commendable work exposing the duplicitous nature of the Tal Shiar, but there's still more work to be done
Get, multiple
in order
things,
to
XP,
actually discover what they've
expertise.
been up to. It's a shame that Charva is resisting
A
our
new
efforts to
and
turn her to our cause.
Significantly better.
Perhaps
seeming
with enough
shield.
time, she'll see the
A new
tall
singularity
shark, the traitors
core.
to the Romulan
Way
people
better.
that they really
The
are.
hard pang
In
torpedo
any
launcher,
event,
which we
you
won't
are
be using
proving to be a
because
formidable
it's not that
addition to
good.
this fleet.
It's really, really good against doomsday machines and basically nothing else. It does 10,000 damage to a doomsday machine, 3,000 damage to anything else. My current one does slightly less damage, but has a 6-second recharge versus a 15-second recharge. So, in fact, in a DPS race, it does about a little over twice as much damage. And I'm level 17.
Time is short.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. I deserve it. Truly do. What's next? There. We got access to photonic shockwave. What did we get there? That was CRF3. And that was EPS3. Right. That would be better. Hangar health. I would like to get there for hangar health too. That would be nice. Next up there would be emergency power to engines. Hull capacity is nice. Projectiles, nice. Shield capacity, nice. Can't I have everything? I just want everything. Is that so much to ask? I just don't think it should be. Ooh, gotta get to there, though. Gravity well 3. I love a good gravity well, I gotta say.
It looks like you're about to be moving up in the galaxy. Based on your new familiarity with Tall Shar operatives and their less than savory techniques, I passed your personnel file off to Republic Intelligence. I believe you've already met Commander Talmera. Time is short. What do you need of me?
I was going to look at the ship, and we're going to move our... Oh, that's going to go down there. It's going to go in the bank eventually. Neutrino deflector array... Not as much drain. Control and perception. I'm going to keep the one we've got. This is tactical plasma infuser. We'll hold on to that. I mean, who doesn't need a tactical plasma infuser? I think everyone can use a tactical plasma infuser when you get right down to it. That is a new singularity core. We'll hold on to the hard pang. You never know when you might accidentally stumble over a doomsday device. Transwarp. Go to the Drozana system. You see, that's sort of the size of roughly an Enterprise type ship, right? We're way bigger. I don't recognize that ship. He is driving a Drakenhawk, a Sulaban. Silic Flight Deck Assault Carrier. Well, that's why I didn't recognize it.
Welcome to Drozana.
Yeah. Let's just see if there was any other cool looking ships in the neighborhood. Well, go ahead and die.
Welcome to Drozana.
Thanks. back to Commander Talmera.
Was there something you needed?
I was ordered to report here by Sub-Commander Nadell.
I've been reviewing your personnel files.
She digs me.
You've had quite the interesting career, haven't you? Tell me about the time you've spent with Charva, and what you learned about the Tal
Shiar are manipulative and deceitful. They even lie to their own operatives.
If you're willing, we can use the information you learned from Charva, as well as intel we've gathered.
I can do it.
I've been informed through some covert channels that someone wants to talk to you. Next to the Dabo table, you will find a Ferengi looking around nervously. Approach him.
Hey, is this table rigged?
Can't you see I'm busy losing all my latinum?
Think the wheel is rigged?
Only if it still has factory settings. There is a package for you. Look behind the plants near the bar in the back of this room. Well, what are you waiting for? Go!
I'll do that right now. Identity verified.
I am Franklin Drake, and I represent an organization with goals in line with yours. You have proven yourself useful so far, but there is so much more you can do. If you speak with my associate in the lounge area of Drozana Station, you will be patched directly through to me. Do not keep me waiting.
I also think I needed some, I believe it was Saurian Brandy for one of the duty officer missions. Got that taken care of. This one, presumably. Talk to the Starfleet representative.
Place this device in your ear and act as though you're speaking with me. Patching you through to Drake now.
We've been working on getting someone inside the Tal Shiar. Before we start filling you in on our plans, tell me why you want to do this.
I have exactly one answer. For the good of the Romulan Republic. Not, sounds like fun. I'm bored blowing up ships. I expect a big money payout. No, none of that. For the good of the Romulan Republic.
I've heard you were at Viranot. Nasty business. Easy to build a vendetta from something like that. A person in your situation might have some pent-up rage, emotions that could overwhelm you in a critical moment. I don't have time to waste on someone with a grudge.
As terrible as Viranot was, it's simply the most recent example of the Tal Shiar's crimes. I want to expose those crimes to the entire galaxy.
Good enough. This information may prove useful to the Romulan Republic. I'm willing to pass it along in the hope of having the favor repaid in the future. We'll be ready to act when you are.
The lights have gone out.
The information is valid, and our allies seem eager to assist. Still, I worry about what type of favor they will ask of us in the future.
And an isolinium
Nevertheless,
chip.
we're going to use this opportunity to try to insert you into... Was there something you needed?
I have an isolinear chip.
You've proven that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. That is an important quality in someone that is about to sneak into the very heart of the Tal Shiar disguised as one of their own.
Deflector Array Mark IV.
I have sensitive information that is not safe to transmit over subspace.
I will accept
Was there
this mission.
something you needed?
I'll be infiltrating the Tal Shiar with the assistance of Allied intelligence. If you are exposed as a spy, reasonable attempts will be made to extract you and your crew from the Tal Shiar custody. There will be no official acknowledgement of your mission or your existence. Your name will now be changed to Mr. Phelps.
Was there something you needed? You've proven yourself to be capable in a difficult situation.
What do you need me to do?
Take this isolinear chip.
Yeah, I already got it.
It has your new identity, background, and credentials. It also outlines our plan for this first operation and includes the plans for some special tools you may need. In short, you're going...
Leaving for the Unroth system. Transwarp to the Beta Quadrant. Boop, 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 boop. Begin enemy action. If it's a choice between enemy action or enema action, I'm going to take enemy action. As far as you know. Harry Kim, I think, is the character's name there. Note, alien with funny forehead syndrome. Just saying. Look at it, it's glorious. Now we need to convince the Tal Shiar that you are a deep cover agent ready to return. By flying near the relay station, we should be able to jam them. I can't hear that phrase without thinking of the jamming that occurs in Spaceballs. Maybe we should cloak. Since there are ships about.
This system is under the control of the Romulan Star Empire. Leave immediately or we will open fire. This is your only warning.
Access code Gamma 40 Zulu.
Who is this? How do you have that access code?
There is no time for questions. An invasion fleet is on the way.
Nonsense. We haven't had any indication of an enemy fleet in this sector. Sensors are completely clear of any intruders. Except you.
They're moments away. Get ready. Plant false data on the scanner transfer. Trick Tal Shiar by jamming their relay stations, planting fake data, sensor platforms, or destroying decoy ships. Ah, we're 10% down, so we're going to start destroying decoys. I like that weapon. Another sensor platform there. Oh, shields failed. That's not good for me. We got another signal relay over here. They're buying it. We'll scan the hydrogen gas. I mean, we're here. It's just a little hydrogen gas. Everyone loves a little hydrogen gas. It's really all I'm saying right there. Close in on the decoy ship. We're 33% done, although how we're calculating that is not entirely clear. He didn't get insta-popped. Shields fail, bad things happen. When bad things happen to good ships. We are not the most agile of ships. That's definitely true. You guys all take care of that. Let's see what's signal relay. %. We should get this 77%. %. No, turn in as fast as we can. It's just that we are a boat. But we're a beautiful boat.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Gotta say, the gravitic lance, it is good. Another decoy ship. There's that.
It seems we're doubly fortunate.
Doubly?
Indeed. We were able to acquire some of the attackers from the Starfleet ships. They are being held in our brig. I'm sure the interrogation will be fruitful.
Ship is under attack.
We're under attack by what? I will assist in the interrogation. Transport to the lead ship. The only thing wrong with the Valkis is the turning speed is slow. Glacial? Imperceptible? Now at this point I have limited number of weapon systems. Once we get up to the full complement of 4 forward-facing and 4 rear-facing, I'll be a lot more effective offensively.
Your weapons have been specially modified for this mission. When fired, they'll emit a tight band transporter beam along with a holographic effect that'll make it appear your target has been disintegrated.
That's
If
an
you can
awful lot
arrange
of
a
steps
situation
that,
where also
if we could do this before, why are we only doing it now? I have a duty officer mission complaint. Basic ship pilot training expertise has been successful. Good work. That's not the one I was looking for. Operations, I think. Yes, we now have the, I believe it was Sari and Randy we needed. We can send this out for a 12-hour mission, accepting an invitation by a Cation scientist. So, 3 of my officers will be going, and they'll be taking a celebratory bottle of Sari and Brandy with them. What do we have over here? Low-yield explosives. And again, they're just leaving stuff sitting on the floor. Fine, I'll tidy up after them. But this is the last time. Thoron particles.
Don't shoot. I'm Sub-Commander Kimmich, and I'm your ally. I believe in Deton's movement, and I wish to help in whatever way I can.
That sounds strangely like the voice of the Riemann leader.
Group of intelligence officers.
Whose name I suddenly can't
must
remember.
hurry. I've
Because
seen what happens
my
to
brain
those
is
left to the
Teflon.
tender
Throw things
mercies
against it,
of
and
the
it sticks for a moment, but then it just
The
slides.
security sub-commander's office is just down the hall and...
Boopity boop 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 boop. Display prisoner records. Subject 12 is in cell 2, cell 3, pending. Display security logs. Subject 12 processed to move to cell 2. Subject 11 attempted escape. Disciplinary actions taken. Oh, that doesn't seem friendly. Find subject 47, Lieutenant James Frederick.
I tried to stall the security sub-commander, but he's on his way to his office. Get out of there now. The cover identity you were provided outranks the security.
Bully security to control interrogation. I can do this. I can do this.
What are you doing in here? This is a restricted area.
A child could have breached your security protocols.
How dare you? Who are you?
I'm the one who saved everyone in this system.
You're the agent who warned us about the Starfleet attack? Perhaps I was a bit hasty, sir.
You would be wise to think before you speak in the future. If you manage to live that long, that is.
My apologies. I was unaware you were going to participate.
That much is obvious. Has the prisoner said anything useful?
The prisoner is a human lieutenant from the USS Deneva. She has been most uncooperative, but a single human female is nothing compared to
I will
my
assume
security
responsibility
team.
for interrogating the prisoner.
You want to interrogate the human?
Are you hard of hearing, or are you merely incompetent?
The attack by the Federation did result in some damage to the ship. Perhaps I am suffering.
Very well, I will
some
interrogate the
human
prisoner.
loss.
See that I'm not disturbed.
Understood, sir. The prisoner has been secured in Interrogation Room 1. It is down the hall and to your right.
See to it. I have locked the doors behind me.
Lieutenant Jane Frederick, Starfleet ID number 24601.
24,601? I would expect that there are more people in Starfleet than that. I mean, given that, like, if memory serves, the Enterprise in Next Generation had, I don't know, like 1,500 people on board? Assuming that was average, which is clearly not. 24,000 would be 16 ships. There are more than 16 ships. Therefore, your ID number is not 24601. Not the Tal Shiar.
Lieutenant Jane Frederick, Starfleet
Intelligence
ID
sent me.
24601.
No one was supposed to be
That's
captured.
exactly what the Tal Shiar would say.
I disabled the surveillance feed. Code Alpha Bravo.
That's a legitimate code. You're one of Daton's followers?
Here's my plan.
So you're going to pretend to interrogate me.
Right. We don't have much time. Begin fake interrogation. Loosen the restraints. Yell questions. Threaten prisoner. Loosen restraints. Pretty convincing, aren't I?
I think that'll do it. Any more and they might become suspicious.
I'll set off the explosive.
Watson, I'll be ready. Just make sure you're the one who shoots me. I'd rather not die today.
Well, we'd all rather not stuff every day, so. Those restraints were not secured properly. Must I do everything myself? Incompetent boobules. Pardon me. Titanium ore.
She looked like the type to make a run for it. I should have warned you, sir. I'm sorry you had to take personal action.
No, she gave me no information.
I'll remind my team.
What was that explosion, Sub-Commander?
It looks like we took some additional damage in the fight with the Federation. I assure you, my people have full control of the situation.
Good. See that nobody else escapes. Dismissed.
The Starfleet officer should be safe, but we have another problem. Janek captured the captain of the USS Nor, and she will go to great lengths to learn.
How did they
all
capture
that the
a captain and then some other beanie officer? Rig EPS conduit to explode. Oh. Fortunately, I happen to have the tools for making conduits explode. You spill a beer on them. Works every time. Talk to Commander Janek.
How unfortunate. It would have been preferable if you had not killed the prisoner.
I see, and what does Captain Sovan have to say? I have nothing to say to you or other agents of the Tal Shiar. As you wish, Vulcan. How else might I help the Tal Shiar?
The Tal Shiar thanks you for your assistance, but I have everything under control now.
I have everything under control. Boom.
What? Computer, activate stasis field.
Stasis field activated.
Wow, he's really not very good at escaping.
We took some damage in the attack. Nothing that can't be repaired.
Nice work getting away, you loser. Jeez.
I'll do what I can for Captain Sovan. Maybe I can find a way to get him back to the Federation.
Well, you must leave now, or Janek will be suspicious. Beam me up. That was the worst escape attempt I've ever seen.
I know you're taking a great risk in contacting me, but I wanted to congratulate you on a job well done. Drake reports that the Federation forces were successful in their ruse, and the fact that you're still alive to hear this transmission is a good sign that the Tal Shiar have accepted you.
Plasma
Commander
energy weapon.
Janek should be contacting you soon.
Projectile weapon.
Our intel indicates that she has been assigned as your Tal Shiar handler. Do what she asks.
I'm getting another ding right
we will
about
work on extracting the captain.
now.
Congratulations, Centurion.
I get more duty officers. We've got another space point available.
The Tal Shiar is quite impressed with your actions in the Unrom system.
Of course they are.
Accordingly, we are
course they are. How could they not be impressed by me? I mean, I'm me. Okay. Control, amplification, drain infection, improve drain expertise. Sometimes you just gotta drain. So far we've spent 14 points. So yeah, one more point at 19, and then at 20, tier 3 opens up. Go to the Tillis system. And I'm going to leave it here for the evening. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, as always. Seriously, as always. 10% to flight turn rate should be helpful. Doesn't seem to be as helpful as we would like it to be. So we're going to move this universal console in there, and we'll pull this down there. And this is a tier 4 tachyon deflector array, stealth values, exotic particle generator, and drain. Yeah, that seems better than the one we're presently using. That is the duty officers. Hold on to that one. We got sore. I've been sore. Wake up somewhere. Sore sometimes. Bevek and Perok are our new officers. Close that up, and we're going to call it here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, as always. I am very appreciative of you choosing to spend your time listening to my witticisms and hanging out here. I hope you found some interesting stuff. I'm probably going to be back at this again tomorrow. Not positive. Got a couple other possibilities. So we'll see how it goes. I'll play it by ear. But back at the usual time. Again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great Tuesday night. And if you make it through tomorrow, hump day will be over. And you'll be coasting towards the weekend, and that's a win. Probably. Anyway, back tomorrow. Have a great time. Great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now.